welcome back to another installment of Big Titan Talk with your girl. It's me, the Anime Nae, and we're talking all things season 4 of Attack on Titan. And today we're going to be discussing episode 5 of the final season, and this one's called Declaration of War. Crazy. And what a setup it was, y'all. But before we get into that, let me introduce my next guest. Today I have the Yu Yu Hakusho stan himself, Mr. I can definitely do more pull-ups than most superheroes.
Hey, I'm like One Punch Man.
You are like One Punch Man. We have Vic Young. Welcome to the pod, Vic. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it. This is such an awesome podcast. I'm following it, and I'm excited that you even thought of me to bring me on here. So let's get it.
Yeah. I met Vic back in college. So Vic is a trainer out in Columbus, Ohio. And like I said, we met in college. So I feel like the first show that we ever bonded over was Samurai Champloo. And what's crazy is that you're the first person that had ever told me about Yu Yu Hakusho. And I feel like Yu Yu Hakusho is such a staple in the anime community, but I might have heard the name like once or twice, but you were the first person to be like, nah, this is the shit. You need to watch this show.
Yeah. Yes, let's do it. I was low-key crazy when you was like, yo, watch anime. I was like, Yu Yu Hakusho. And he was like, nah. I was like, that's wild. So I'm happy that you got it and that you love it too.
Man, yeah. So I started it. I'm loving it. Gonna finish it soon, but it's kind of long. It's not super long, but it is kind of long.
Yeah, definitely. I think like the second half of it, you know what I'm saying? People just love the Dark Tournament part, and then after that, like you can kind of just do whatever. Like you can watch it whenever you want to, but
yeah,
like you gotta watch it though. and I think everybody should read the manga for it too. I mean, obviously the manga got more information like on stuff, and it goes past a little bit.
Okay, so you're a manga reader and an anime watcher.
Yeah, I mean, I used to read a lot more manga, like in high school and middle school. Now I just try to keep up with anime, and then there are like certain spurts of time where I'm like, all right, I gotta watch. Or I gotta read the manga, or like just read, like just marathon through like different chapters and stuff like that.
So are you the type of person where if the anime is taking too long to come out with a new season, or if it leaves us off at a place where it's like, what the hell, you will go and read the manga?
Like it had to be like a long time, honestly, because like even with like Dragon Ball Super right now, I'm at that point where I'm like, yo, I think I need to read the manga because like I follow too many people on Twitter and Instagram. They just so many spoilers. I would like to see it more than I like to read it, but I'll also like to read it too. So I might just have to like read the manga.
I feel that. I don't get the same enjoyment. I've tried to read different mangas and it just doesn't, and I love reading, but it just does not, it don't feel the same.
Mm-hmm. But have you ever tried like some people make like the YouTube videos and they like put music to it, so like it'd be moving kind of like stop motion with the manga, but it's kind of like for people who don't like read a manga, like they'll.
Are you serious?
Yeah, because I got friends who don't like reading manga too, and they would legit just go on YouTube and like somebody would make like a video of like the chapters and like add music to it and stuff, and like kind of like add like little sound effects and stuff.
Okay, note to self, gotta check that out. I've never seen that before. Or you know what? I've seen one of those done for a comic, but I just assumed that was just like the animation style. Like I was like, maybe they just are doing this like little stop motion thing, but that's cool. Okay, I'm gonna look into that.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask you about, okay, so something I noticed, I work in like the fit yoga industry, so I follow a ton of fitness people, and one thing I will say is that so many of them love anime. Like I can't tell you how many guys I've seen like working out, not in full cosplay, but like a little bit, and like, they'll have on like Goku's outfit, and I'm like, what? So have you noticed that?
Yeah, of course. Like, and I talk about this all the time because I work in the gym, and just like you, like we just follow the people like on social media. A lot of us are into anime, into like, cartoons, into like just in a creative like realm as well too. there's so many people who like I meet in the gym, like big giant dudes, and like we get to talking a little bit. We just be talking about lifting. Then we might follow each other on Instagram. Then I might post something about anime. They'd be like, "Oh, you like anime too?" And then like everything else we was talking about just get washed out. Like, "Oh, do you like Dragon Ball Z? Do you like Naruto?" That's the whole reason I started working out again, being able to do this, that, and that. So like it is major. It is major, like the commonalities.
That's what I was gonna say. I feel like it's like, okay, because even me or just people, everyone I know who watches anime, like definitely gets the whole like every anime I watch gives me some sort of motivation. Like you were talking about Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, the whole like believe it attitude, like I can do anything, I can push past. Like every time you watch a scene where like the main character almost doesn't win and then their friend is in trouble or something and they're like, okay, now I have the strength to do this. And I was like, that has to be what it is. I'm like, there is no way that all these
Yeah.
like all of these athletes, like so many of them watch anime, but it has to be that though.
Yeah, because like a lot of the like, so if you think honestly on a lot of the most popular anime that they show in America is shonen anime, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it's like very actiony. The themes is always like underdogs or like never give up, push to go harder, breaking your limits. Like these are all things that like growing up, like me as a little kid, like and not being the biggest, fastest, strongest, like smartest or anything, or just dealing with these things. Like anime does a great job at like at making sure you can relate to it, because that's one of the main reasons I love anime. Because I always think like somebody across the world created this in a whole different language in their head. Like they are in their head, visualized it, put it on paper, like did like went through so many steps and me in a whole different time. Right? Like a lot of anime we watching that we getting him to 1992,
Yeah.
94, stuff like that. And like we watching it now, it's like, yo, I can relate to this so much. Or you could show, you know what I'm saying, your little nephew or something, or like, and it's like, yo, they get the same feeling that you had when you watched it. So it's just crazy.
No, I agree. Listen, I feel the same way. I be trying to tell everybody like there is something for everyone. Like I think most of us got pulled when we were younger with that whole attitude of like you really can do anything if you believe in yourself, you believe in people around. Like I love that so much, but now that I'm
Right.
older, you know, just that whole anime realm has opened up. There's so much more to watch. And I'm like, I promise you there is something for everyone. But people don't be buying in,
Oh,
but it's okay.
yeah, and I think that just goes with anime becoming more mainstream, right? Because if you like, I don't think anime should be a category. I think anime is a like when we got the Emmys and stuff, like an animated movie should be up there. Like Dragon Ball Broly was insane. Like it was insane. Like it was a crazy movie. Like that's not just an anime. Like that's a like the theatrics, the soundtrack, the storyline, the everything. Like there's so much that goes into it. Like people got to start thinking of like anime isn't a category. There are categories within. You got your love stories, you got your the horror, the thrillers, the action, all that stuff. There's so much. There's so much out there. So yeah, I think people starting to recognize that as it becomes more mainstream and like. You know what I'm saying? More money goes into it. Like Sony keep buying into like I think they bought Crunchyroll. So like it's gonna be like put like more money put into it, into the Western, you know what I'm saying, world and everything. So yeah.
Yeah, and I was reading about how like Netflix has invested so much more in anime, and I think that's a huge deal too, like huge. A couple of my friends have been like, "Hey, Lena, I've been watching Food Wars. Like, is that anime? Do you watch that?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's anime. Like, where you started watching that at?" And they're like, "Netflix." So I'm excited for that too. I think that's a great thing. Okay, so what are you watching right now?
Right now, so definitely Attack on Titan. Uh, Super up to date with that. Dragon Quest, Adventure or Die. Very good. Like Akira Toriyama is like involved with it. So it reminds me of Dragon Ball series. Um, No Bless. I just got done watching that. A Crunchyroll series that they just created.
Mhm.
Black Clover, Jujutsu Kaisen. Um, I just started rewatching Naruto, so I just got back to Naruto Shippuden. I'm in the middle of rewatching One Piece. Uh, I yeah. So I read One Piece up until a certain point, and then I just want to. I'm not in the manga mood right now, so I just want to watch it and just kind of like get to where they are in the anime. Apparently, it's crazy right now in the manga, like, but that's just too much work right now to read that. So
Yeah, man, One Piece. I love One Piece, and I was in this little group chat the other day, and they were talking about all the One Piece arcs, and I was like, dang, I got to get back to it. But I stopped at episode like maybe like 590 something or so. I was like, I don't even know how I got that far, to be honest. I think One Piece is one of the most like bingeable shows that you could watch.
and that's why I'm not tripping. It's gonna be there.
I'm rewatching Dragon Ball Z, but I haven't seen Dragon Ball Z since I was like dang near like 11 or 12 or something like that. So I remember what's happening, but like seeing it again, I'm like, like I remember, but I don't remember. Like I don't remember how long they fought Frieza. I'm in the fight with Frieza right now, and they've been fighting Frieza for about 30 episodes. I'm like, God dang, I forgot this is how this show is for real.
I got a question. Are you watching just Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball Z Kai?
No, I'm watching Dragon Ball Z. I want to watch Dragon Ball Z Kai, but we'll see. I watched Kai when I was older, so I feel less like I want to see it, you know?
I got you. So you just want to watch the original Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah.
Just see that. I got you.
But I'm the type of person though, like if I really get nostalgic with it, like if by the end of Dragon Ball Z, I'm like, dang, I miss it, I will watch Kai. But my plan is to watch Dragon Ball Z and then go back and watch Dragon Ball. But
have you seen GT?
I have seen GT
years
ago though.
All right, I think you should rewatch it.
You think I should rewatch GT?
I think everybody that likes anime, especially the people that shit on GT, should rewatch it as an adult. Like, should give it another, because I think it's better than what people like try to say about it. It's pretty good.
We'll see. We'll see. The only one I've seen none of is Super.
You tripping? Okay.
I know. That's what I'm trying to get to. But I want to like enjoy Dragon Ball Z first before I get to Super. But I've heard mixed reviews. Like I've heard most people I talked to recently say that Dragon Ball Super is their favorite Dragon Ball saga. But I've talked to people like when it first started around like, when did it come out? Like 2013 or no, not that early. Like 2016 or so. I don't know. But when it first kind of came out, people were like not into it. But I've never been a super Dragon Ball fan, so I had nothing really to say, but we'll see. How do you like Super the most?
I love Super. Like I love it. I love it the most. Yeah, definitely. They expanded on a lot of things, like the powers, like what they can do.
Like there's like hella universes or something like that.
Like what they did, like they basically created a multiverse. So like they just expanded the powers, added basically like gods and stuff. So they just powered it up, and they like that's all I can say. They just powered it up, in a better way than they did in GT overall. But Super Saiyan 4 and stuff that's in GT still my favorite. Like transformations. Now the transformations now is starting to get good, but that was cool for a second. But you should watch it. Just keep continuing, keep going, keep watching it, keep investing in it. Because like I said, Dragon Ball Broly, one of the best animated movies I've ever seen in my life. Ever.
Are there multiple Broly movies? Are there multiple?
Yeah. So the newest Dragon Ball Broly was I can't think of the word, but like a reimagination of it. Like they retelling his story. Basically, it's like everything else before then was not canon. I'm pretty sure it was like 3 Broly movies before. And he was just like kind of crazy. And then like now they kind of gave him more of a backstory. Before it was just like, I just want to like fuck y'all up. Now it's like, like I gotta read it while I'm doing this type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I've seen one of them, and I was supposed to be like, I didn't think it was that good. I mean, it was good, but it was not like. But I saw it so many years ago. I was like, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I need to go back and rewatch. But that makes sense, though.
The new one totally different. They literally retell the entire Dragon Ball history in this new movie because of what they're doing with Super. Like because it's kind of like a including they did. I just rewatched it like a couple of days ago, so that's why I'm so emphatic about talking about it. But like they literally did so much, like changing the designs. Like people was kind of worried about how Dragon Ball was gonna look, and I was like, no, don't worry. We know what we're doing. We know what y'all like, so we got y'all, and they doing a good job in my opinion. But
Sounds like you need to start a Dragon Ball podcast, Vic. You are like, y'all don't see him. He is going crazy over here talking about this Broly.
like that's how I get just like talking about like anime and working out, but anime too.
See, that's why I wanted you on the podcast. I was like, I know Vic gonna have something to say. Okay, so who's your favorite person in AOT right now?
My right now, like at this season, like you know what I'm saying? Like it's a little different.
Okay. Let's say overall and right now.
Okay, so overall, my favorite person is Levi. All right, obviously because he's just a beast. You know what I'm saying? Like he just come through. He always come through, trustworthy. He had to make a hard decision that last season. I mean, everyone made me salty because you know what I'm saying. He like you know what I'm saying. We could use him right now. You feel me? But like, right now, Eren is my favorite character because he just hollering, like he just flexing. He was there chilling. He finessed Falco. He got Reiner in there on his knees, like crying, like, "Nah, bro, dog just killed me." I don't want to ruin it, spoil it for nobody. But I guess if people listening to this, they should have watched it.
Right, yeah. We about to spoil everything. I'm about to do a whole recap. So if they didn't hear the
he got Reiner, like he pulled Reiner's card. Like he like, hey man, I'm the same as you. Listen, I gotta do what I gotta do, KKA. So it's lit. Eren Holland. What about you?
And you know what's crazy is like, okay, so we're gonna get to that moment, but it was so crazy to me because for a split second, I was like, maybe he's not right now about to do what I think he's gonna do. Like, you know, he had this whole like, man, Reiner, get off your knees, my guy. Like, what are you doing? And then he's just like, but I have to kill you. And I'm like, oh my God. So overall, I would say my favorite character, I always say Mikasa, but I understand it, but I hate that she's like so obsessed with Eren. Not obsessed, but just so like, I will do anything to protect him. That gets on my nerves. Now, I understand it. I totally do. But I hate that like she really only like powers up when it comes to Eren. Like I wish she was just like a killer all the time. And I really do feel like there were so many moments in season 2 and season 3, you know, where she like almost did it. Like she almost killed Reiner. She almost killed Bertolt. She almost killed the what's his name? Armor Titan. And I'm like, they just never give her that win. And so that annoys me.
Yeah, it do. It is very annoying. And yeah, I would like the thing is they had to change like her whole character for her to be like that though. You know what I'm saying? Because even when she was little, like she was just wild, like she was just crazy and she wasn't like all the way together in her head. But like just be all the way together and just like haha, like that'd be like out of nowhere. But I do wish like hoping going forward, like whenever she appeared, if she appeared, whatever, that she'd be like more like you know what I'm saying, on her own, like make her own decisions, doing her own thing, because that'd be cool to see her develop like that.
I agree. I mean, I'm curious and interested to see how different they all are, especially now that I guess they've been living in Marley for a little bit, just to see their character development and stuff. I mean, again, we're gonna get into some more stuff. Let's get into this recap. And good Lord, is it low key a long one? I can't even lie to y'all. But all right, here we go. So our episode opens and we get a flashback of Reiner, Bertolt, Annie, and all of them after they've infiltrated Paradis and they've been there for a while. And they're remembering the man they met a while ago who told them the story of him essentially letting 3 little kids die at the hands of Titans. But right after he told them the story, he ended up killing himself. So they're just kind of talking about why he would even tell them the story if he planned on killing himself. But Bertholdt says like maybe he wanted to be judged by somebody, which obviously is foreshadowing, because then we cut to the scene in the basement with Reiner and Eren. And I mean, Reiner shook. Poor Falco was like, what the hell is even going on? He just thought Mr. Kruger was an old friend of Reiner's, not knowing what he led Reiner into. And at the same time, the play in Liberia is going on. And remember, everyone is in Liberia right now, which is an internment camp for the festival that's going on there. And at the festival, Willie Tiber of the Tiber family is supposed to be making an announcement to settle the Eldian dilemma. So the play is getting ready to start above, and Eren and Reiner are in the basement below, which is crazy. So next we get Willie preparing for the play, and then someone named Madame Azumabi. She's someone from a mysterious clan. We don't know what clan, but she comes to give him some encouragement and tells him that her whole clan is behind him. And after the combo, though, she gets the hell up out of there. She immediately is like, all right, y'all, let's get out of here. So she clearly knows something's about to happen. And in the audience of the play, everyone's there. There's Eldians, Marlians, reporters from all over the world. That's how important Willie Tiber is. So once he said he was making an announcement, everyone came to hear it. And we also see Annie's father, which was really sad. But he still believes that his daughter is alive. And, you know, which made me wonder, like, did they not tell him what happened to her, or did they just say like she died? Yeah,
I know I was supposed to be talking right now.
no. You can answer. I mean, do you know? We don't know, right?
I mean, so they didn't tell us if they told him anything, but he doesn't seem like he knows anything. All he knows is that she promised him that he was gonna be back, and she got captured. She is still alive. Like she froze the thing. Like, so she technically still alive, and we don't know if she, like, what's going on now. Like, how she gonna come back? Is bringing her over? Is she gonna get out of that little ice thing or whatever? You know what I'm saying? Like, cause she was crying about it, cause that's what she was crying about before she got captured. Is that she couldn't go home to her dad or whatever. So.
Yeah, and you know, I'm thinking about this right now. Attack on Titan does such a great job of, I would say every female character has such a good backstory and just, are so good. All right, but we can come back to that later. Okay, cool. So we also see the Marlian soldiers, or the warrior unit, and they're all there as well. And just as the play is about to get started, a random Marley soldier comes in to get Porco, Zeke, and Peak. And he says that Commander McGath has summoned them. So, of course, they get up and go with him and leave the cadets that are in training still there. But back in the basement, Eren has now cut his hand. He's not transforming, but his hand is cut. And he tells Falco and Reiner to get comfy because they got to talk. And he tells them that he came to Marley for the same reason that Reiner went to Paradise Island, because he had no choice. But upstairs, Willie is into his play, and he basically tells a story about the Eldians that we all know. You know, the Eldians ruling the world, conquering places, and eventually he says that they started fighting amongst themselves. But then a Marlian hero named Halos joined forces with the Tiber family to end the war. And he tells us about King Fritz moving to Paradise Island and the Titans in the walls. But he says that there's more to this story that he's about to reveal. So then we see the Marlian soldiers with Zeke and the rest of them again. And the random Marlian soldier tells Zeke to go to the gate. So he gets Zeke away from them. Zeke goes to the gate, and then he tells Porco and Peak to follow him somewhere else. So while that's happening, we see that McGath is set up somewhere with a bunch of soldiers watching the play. And like, I guess he's set up, you know, for reconnaissance, or if anything happens, if anything disturbs the play, he's there to shut shit down. And surely enough, the Marlian soldier ends up trapping Porco and Peak in a basement, like a random basement at a house somewhere. So back at the play, I mean, which we all knew was about to happen, like, but
wasn't showing his face. Like, she like, yo,
right.
I seen you. Like, I'm not here to talk to you. Like what?
Right, like
like, I was low-key mad at that. I was like, why are they even walking with him? She's too smart for this. Like, she already figured it out. Like, why is she still doing this? Like,
I definitely thought that at some point the plan was going to be ruined and that he was going to have to just straight up force them into somewhere.
When they just walked and they got cut, I was like, all right, okay, they calm. Like, they chilling right now. Even when they got cut down there, they're like, oh, we're trapped. Okay.
Chilling.
So it makes me wonder, do they got a plan? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they not that worried?
You know, that is one thing. That is one thing. But I also was like, maybe they're just like chilling so hard because they're like, there is no way that, like, I think in their heads, we are in Marley right now. There's no way anything would be happening. Like, maybe they're thinking, okay, like some random group has trapped us or some outside force, maybe another country, like, you know, maybe some other shit is going down. But I don't think in their heads, they're thinking that all of what's happening is about to happen. Like, I think they're chilling because they're like, okay, Zeke is outside. What's going on? But I don't think they're comprehending exactly what's happening. Or they could have a plan.
Because Zeke's smart. Zeke, like, second favorite character, for real.
No, I agree.
He's smart.
I totally agree.
Like, he different. Like, Zeke just different. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I don't feel like he just, like, he not knowing what Eren is about to do.
I agree.
I don't really think.
And one of the things I was going to ask you is, like, what do you think is waiting for Zeke at the gate? Like, what is that about? Because Zeke hasn't said much this season at all. Like, Zeke is really smart. I think he has some type of plan. Like, I just think there's a lot going on with him, but he hasn't said very much. Like, even throughout this play, through everything, I just feel like they would have the Beast Titan more involved in this. Like, I think they would have the War Chief more involved in something. Like, he wouldn't just be sitting in the audience like that. I didn't think. So I don't know. Honestly, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure that they knew that's like somebody. I think they knew that niggas was watching, bro. Like, I'm telling you, like, Zeke too smart and like the McGath and them, like, they're not dumb. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, like, they knew. Like, even McGath doing the thing, he like, yo, like, what everybody doing? Let me know anytime anything happened. Then as soon as something happened, like, he wasn't, like, shocked. He was like, all right. Like, he was like, it's starting. It's happening.
Right.
So, like, if McGath knows something, Zeke knows something. And we talk about hierarchy of, like, knowledge right here. So, fucking Zeke is ready for what's about to happen at the gate. I don't know what's about to happen, who about to do what. Somebody about to pop out at him. But he ready, bro. I don't know. I'm excited to see who the Warhammer is, one. So, like, let me calm down.
Okay, but if people did know something was about to go down and Reiner was straight up caught off guard like that, then they bogus. Because
Reiner, he been struggling. He ain't been cool. Like, he's definitely not the same level as Zeke. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, like, power. Yeah,
I agree, but then, like, why leave him in the dark like that? Like, that would be the reason to be like, we need to keep this man, and to me at least, like, it would be like, okay, Reiner is clearly struggling, but he's still the armored titan. Like, he needs to be alert. But when you say you think they know something's happening, you're saying you think they know that. Well, okay, let me finish the recap. Let me finish the recap before we get into that. You talking about nope. Okay, hold on. So, all right, back at the play. So after Porco and Pika and they're trapped in the basement, back at the play, Willie tells everyone that the story is partially true that he just told, but really King Fritz hates war and he moved his people away and made a pact with Halos to help him win the war. So that's pretty much the story that, like, we've been told. And he basically makes King Fritz and his ideology that was passed down through all the other founding titans sound super sympathetic. And, like, you know, King Fritz was this king of peace and he really didn't want to cause any waves. And basically, like, everybody is shocked. And he even says that the king has no bad intentions and he really has no intention of releasing the titans in the walls at all. And that if anyone ever came for him, he would just basically let him do it because he thinks that, you know, the sins of Eldia are that grave and that they have to pay for them. But around this time, McGath realizes the warriors are missing and he's like, dang, is it starting? And he sends people to find them. But then we see Porco and Peak back in the hole, and Peak is saying that she recognized the Marleyan, but I mean, is Armin. It's clearly Armin. But yeah, she says she recognizes him. Yeah. So Willie then tells everyone about Eren and says that he has the founding Titan power. And instead of using it how King Fritz wanted to use it to maintain peace, he wanted to use it for his own gains. And now he's basically the enemy, blah, blah, blah. And that he's going to let the Colossal Titans loose and the walls. But back in the basement, poor Falco now realizes what's going on. And Eren grows his leg back and tells Reiner that back in the day, he thought Reiner and them were evil and, they were one thing, but now he sees that they were really trying to save the world. And he used to see them as his enemy, but now that he's come there, he's lived there with them, he understands that they're people just like everyone else on the walls. There are good people, there are bad people. And he knows that Reiner was brainwashed. But Reiner is so done, and he begins to plead, and he pleads for Eren to kill him because he's like, everything is my fault. Annie and Bertolt wanted to go back, but I made them do it. So, in this moment, I'm like, dang, poor Reiner. But at the same time, Willie is essentially announcing above them that the new enemy is Eren Yeager, and the whole world needs to join forces to defeat him. And the crowd is cheering. They're all with it. They're like, yes, let's get him. Eren is at the bottom looking at Reiner on his knees. He tells him to stand up, and he tells them that they're the same and that, they both keep moving forward. And he's going to keep moving forward until he destroys all his enemies. And in that moment, he transforms into a Titan. He smashes through the floor of the play. He picks Willie's ass up, throws him in the air, and it looks like he's going to eat him, but we don't know yet. Right now, Willie...
He was already dying. He was bleeding.
He was. His arm was broke. Willie's arm was broke. His leg looked broke, but he ain't dead, though.
I don't know. Somebody, if I got flamed in the air like that, I'd be pretty dead, I think. But this is anime world, you know what I'm saying? This is not real life.
This is anime world. So for a long time, when Willie first showed up, I was like, okay. So first I was like, Willie is definitely the Warhammer. But then I was like, nah, because if they make this big a deal out of like the Warhammers in this room, who is it? And it's Willie, I'ma be pissed. But now I'm feeling like, because the next episode is called Warhammer Titan, I kind of feel like it's going to be like the Warhammer is going to swoop in and save Willie. Like, I really feel like Warhammer is going to jump out and grab him before he's killed.
That'd be interesting.
Maybe. I don't know, though.
Maybe. I'm excited to see who the Warhammer Titan is. That's such a hard name. First of all, like Warhammer, like it got to be somebody like some hard shit. So we're going to see what's up.
See, I saw what the Warhammer Titan looks like, because like I be seeing too many spoilers. Like I be seeing too much on Twitter online.
It's like big and white. It's like they got like I think I've seen like a screenshot of it too.
Yeah, so I'm just, like you said, I'm curious to just see like what the Titan is like and what the Titan about to be out here doing. But I definitely want to know who it is. And to be honest, I need to know more about the Tiber family in general, because right now literally, to me, the Tiber family are the ops. Like, they are the ops. Marley and the Tibers are the ops. Like,
yeah. Like the LDNs is the ops. Like they the ops and they not the ops at the same time.
Right, I'm like
everybody the ops to everybody. That's like you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get into that.
Talk about that's everybody is,
but that's what makes. Yeah, that's what I think. That's what makes Attack on Titan so good, though, because just like what you was talking about, in the last episodes, like just the perspectives, like how like at some point you was like, yo, this is who the protagonist is, and this is the enemy. Then you keep going, like, no, this is the enemy, but no, they're the enemy. But like, no, but they're the enemy. Then like, no, wait, the motherfuckers across the sea is the enemy. Then it's like, wait, it's hella niggas across everywhere. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just keeps expanding to more and more and more. And it's like, yo, like, what is Eren even about to do for real? You know what I'm saying?
Literally,
like,
what is Eren even about to do? Like, I think that he's, I don't know, because I feel like Eren still feels a great obligation to the people on Paradise Island and to all his friends. So I feel like in a way he still is seeking that, like, not really revenge, but like, I'm trying to find the right word. Like, he's not really revenge, but he's really trying to make sure that his people are good across the island. But also I feel like at this point he has so much more knowledge about the world in general, and it's not just, even if he squashes all of Marley, it's not going to end there. Like, even just knowing there are other countries with internment camps, and even, okay, so let me ask you this. The lady, I think her name was like Lady Kiyome or whatever, something like that. Who do you think she is? Or like, what do you think that clan's about?
I mean, I think that she with Tiber. Like, I feel like he knew what was about to happen. That's why he was shook. You know what I'm saying? During that, and she knew what was about to happen. That's why she left. So like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a plan. Like, niggas is not, like, it's not just like nothing is about that. Like, Eren is about to attack him. He about to kill people. It's about to be fucked up. But I feel like that's what they wanted to happen. They wanted, like, because they want everybody to unite. So, like, if everybody see that this motherfucker can slaughter all these people, like, slaughter all these, you know what I'm saying, right in the middle of anywhere, and they're like, all right, we need to unite against all these, like, against Eren Yeager and all these people. So I feel like it's a fort, like some backing, like, you know what I'm saying, who, like, some people who are with the Tigers who want to just take, like get the power of the Titans, so like, get the founding Titan. So I don't know exactly who she is, but she powerful and she on his side.
Okay, but
What you think?
see, okay, my head is all over the place with her, to be honest, because, okay, to your point, you're saying that the Tybers, like, all the higher ups have to know something's going down. But I just feel like there is no way they knew that Eren Yeager was there. You think they knew that Eren Yeager was there?
Yeah, I know. They knew that people was there, because remember when they was talking about, like, bro, they was talking about is roaches in the city, in the underground. You remember when McGath was talking to Zeke? It was like, it's roaches like in the underground in the city, like around, like, that was foreshadowing. Talking about, it's like,
That?
and that, when they was talking at the theater, they was smoking, like, bro was smoking, they was talking. Yeah, like, go back to the last.
You talking about the last episode?
Yeah, the last episode, they was like, yeah, it's roaches, like, underground in the city. So they was like, yo, like, it's spies. Like, that's basically what they was saying. Like, it's people, like, it's people, like, in the shadows. So then McGath, like, this episode, like, why he looking and shit, he like, ain't nothing happened yet. And then when shit start happening, like, oh, like it's going down. Like, they not. Then you got fucking, like, whatchamacallit, Tiber William, like, why you think he in front of everybody? Everybody is there to see it all happening. He was shook the entire time. Like, watch, he was sweating and shit. Like, he was all nervous. And then, like, even when he was like, like, he was just standing there. Like, I don't know if they knew exactly what was about to happen at that moment, but, like, they set it up for some shit to happen in front of everybody. And it's like, yeah, Eren about to kill people, but, like, what is about to happen, Eren? Like, they not just not knowing. I'm telling you, they not just not knowing.
Okay, see, this is exactly why I do this podcast, because I had no freaking clue what they were talking about. Like, literally, that was a part of last episode. I was like, I don't know. I'm gonna just wait to see what happens with them. I don't know what McGaff's talking about. I don't know what Tiber, why he's so nervous. We're gonna see. But that makes so much more sense. But I think that Eren is smarter than them. Like, why would Eren play into that? Like, why would he be like, true, let me do that? But unless, I don't know. We don't know what Eren's plan is. Maybe that don't matter. Maybe it doesn't matter if he plays into it, you know?
Because Eren acting different now. Eren on some, yeah, it is what it is. Like, he's all like, he about to kill himself. You know what I'm saying? It's like, he like, you know what I'm saying? Like, sure, I can't do anything about it, anything. I understand what you went through. Like, he seems all knowing at this point.
Right. But, okay, so on another side of things, the world is ridiculous, because the moment Willie Tiber got on that stage and was like, everything has been a lie, and actually the Eldians aren't really that bad, like, all of that, I'm like, hold up, pause the phone. Y'all really you just gonna lay that on everybody? Everybody's talking about, oh shoot, okay, we with you still, y'all been lying to us, like.
But I feel like that's where, like, I feel like if we read the manga or something, we probably learn more of why they, like, respect and, like, just believe them. just feel like that's like a manga thing. Like you read the manga, we probably know like it'd be a little deeper. That's so like he just saying this and they just believe in it. And the anime is like, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Right. They're like, we just got to get to Eren popping out. Animate the crowd looking like, what? And then animate them looking like, yes! Like, literally talking about, just get the crowd involved. Okay, let's talk about this, man. Oh, you know what? I wanted to say this too about Lady Kiyomi. She's Asian. I mean, like, I'm sure she's Asian, right? And it was just...
Yeah, I mean... I was surprised to see black people.
No. No, I definitely was like, what the hell? Y'all got black people here? But it's just funny because, you know, the whole thing with Mikasa was like in the beginning of the show, she was like one of the only Asians that were on Paradise Island, and that's why they were like coming for her and her mom or whatever. And so it's just...
Yo, that totally was lost upon me that Mikasa is Asian.
Yeah, or I think so. Her mom is Asian and her dad is an Ackerman, I want to say. Or I don't know if her mom was Asian and Ackerman. One of her parents is Ackerman and another one, her mom is definitely Asian because that's why they came to the house to like get her the first time.
Okay. All right. Hey, shit, that might be something.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't know I can't remember if the Ackermans are tied to that. I don't know. I can't remember. But even with that, though, thinking about the Ackermans' placement in Paradise Island, we keep going along with this tale that Paradise Island was a paradise and all this stuff. Paradise Island sucked. Like, I'm like, that literally King Fritz, like, I really do not understand his character because I get it. If everything we learned is true, like let's say that is the absolute truth. He hated war, he brought all his people, all that stuff. I get it. But Paradise Island, not saying that he wanted to be literally the most paradise place, but literally Paradise sucks. Like there's an entire underground of people who are impoverished, dying. Like I don't know. It's just not, it's not coming across to me. People live in absolute fear. Scouts are going out killing themselves. Like, what is this? Like,
that'd be life. Like, you know, this society is always like the top, it is always the bottom. Like, he may have wanted something to happen a certain way, and we don't know, you know what I'm saying, as much about his character as I would like to know. But just like you saying, I want to know more just to really get, like, because you really do just be like, okay, bro wanted peace. And then if people attack, he was just going to just let them attack. Like, because his literal will is for them to be chilling in there and not leave. Like, if them niggas get his powers and shit, like the will of the king's like, no, don't go out past the walls. Like that's crazy to me. So like, them niggas are just dying. But maybe, you know what I'm saying? He was just done. Maybe he went insane. You know what I'm saying? On some Game of Thrones shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know because again, I always go back to that moment, and I will keep going back to it till we know more. But the moment when, in the end of season 3, when Eren touched Astoria's hand. And he saw the time when his dad took the founding titan, and he was talking to, I don't know her name, but the Rice daughter who was the current founding titan at the time. And again, they were just not chilling in the basement, but like in their little like ice castle thing, praying. And I'm like, are they not aware that the walls have been breached and all this stuff is happening? Like, what is going on? Like, isn't your whole, like you said, your will to keep and maintain the peace? Like, and again, y'all are letting these scouts go out. Like, how does that even make sense? But I don't know. I feel like something's up with that too. I swear to God, I'm really like, I just think nothing in this show is what I think it is. Everything is something else.
That's what makes it a good show.
That is exactly what makes it a good show. Armin definitely is the Marleyan soldier. He tall as hell. Not him becoming Colossal Titan and then growing a couple feet.
So I was thinking, I was like, why is like, because at first I was like, that can't be Armin. That nigga he was long as hell. But then I'm like, because he got the Colossal Titan. So, you know what I'm saying? It probably influenced him to be long like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's funny.
Because I was even thinking, like, Bertolt was clearly a tall child, but I'm like, his ass was long too. So, do you think that Reiner and Falco survived.
I feel like Falco survived. I feel like Reiner like halfway survived, about to die, and about to say some words to Falco or something. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's about to be like a moment like that where you're like, what happened?
Damn, do
Right.
not tell me Reiner about to be like, turn into a Titan and eat me right now. Like, oh.
Because that's how you got to get it. Like get like that's how they pass down the power. So like you can't just die,
Yeah,
right?
that would be ridiculous if Armor Titan just died right now and we never saw him, right?
So
That would be ridiculous. So yeah, I agree. I think they survived. But somebody was like, nah, Eren transformed right there. But I'm like, yeah, but then they show us like Reiner turning toward him. Like it was quick, but I'm sure he did something. I'm sure. Reiner he not that ridiculous. Okay, so Eren right now is about to go crazy. And it just shows that I just feel like Eren right now is strong as hell. Like, I feel like Eren's Titan is probably crazy. Like, even the fact that, I mean, this was a small moment, but everyone was like, well, everyone I know was talking about, I don't know if that's Eren because his leg is cut off. Why isn't his leg growing back? And I was like, I mean, I feel like he's probably at the point where he can control that. Like, you know how before it was like you could concentrate your energy to heal one place quickly? I'm like, he could probably concentrate and just keep it not healed. But this man, as soon as Reiner was done, oh, go ahead.
Oh no, they can literally control when they heal they limbs. Reiner when Reiner's arm was broke, remember he had it faking for a second. He had took it out the cast and he had hit it right there and showed him.
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
I wish I would remember that. Every time someone said that, I was like, I mean, it would only make sense that he can control that. But thinking about how quickly he healed his leg, this man said, and it was done.
hey, so I broke my toe like last week. I wish I could do that to my leg. Like just like heal it, just like start moving my toes like Eren was.
Oh my God. Let your toes heal normally, please. Tell him I was trying to move my toes. But yeah, that just shows just the difference in his power level now. So I can't wait to see what he's about to do and what this Warhammer Titan is about to do when he pops out. I really think he gonna save Willie. Like, you think Willie just was up there like, fuck it, I'ma just die? Like, that's my role.
Bruh, you gotta remember Attack on Titan is a grimy show. Like you thinking niggas not dying, like you really going against the show. Like niggas be dying. Like people be dying.
People be dying.
You getting attached to this Willie character. He only showed up an episode and a half, I think. You know.
I know I'm attached. To be honest, for a little bit, I thought that maybe that was Armin. Like I can't lie. I was like, is that Armin? Hold on. Like I was
What? Not Armin looking like the lead singer of Nirvana, like growing up like that though. That's
no, and he did look a little older too. I was like, that can't be Armin. That cannot be Armin.
I'm excited to see Armin like character develop. Like if he like on some, because I mean he just trapped them. If that's really Armin, he just trapped them. I mean he doing stuff. You know what I'm saying? He out here getting it done, and that was probably his plan. So he probably did develop already. You know what I'm saying? Because if he there on an island with Eren, I mean not on an island on the mainland with Eren, and like already trapping niggas, like seem like he getting shit done. So hopefully he like walking with his chest up.
No, I totally agree. I think that all of them are on a whole different level mentally, especially now that they've been living in Marley. I mean, I don't know how long they've been there, but I think any amount of time has put them in the right state of mind for sure. And like you said, I mean, at this point, I think you're right. Like, I think Marley definitely knew something was up, and I think they are prepared. But absolutely, I think Eren and them are steps ahead of them. I don't know what's about to play out right now, but it's gonna be good. I think that Zeke is about to run into Levi and Mikasa.
I think I wish I could see her though. She's funny. That would be insane.
I mean, who else? Like literally, who else could? I mean, maybe like Hanji.
Yeah.
Oh, I also love her. I love her so much. She's smart and she raw.
Ooh. Damn. I just want to know, like, how many, like, how did they steal some boats? You know what I'm saying? Like, is everybody come through? You know what I'm saying, on boats or
Did they
something?
get there? How did they get there? Is there an informant?
Like,
Is there somebody on the inside? That was another thought I had too. Like maybe McGath is on some. He's on some
it was
shit.
actually. It was the faction that it had to be. You know what I'm saying? Because like Eren did get his dad's like memories.
That's what I'm saying.
Like I'm sick. I gotta wait a week.
Oh,
each week. So
sick. I was like, the only downfall to this podcast is I have to like, obviously stay up to date. And I wish that I could wait until there were like 10 episodes and I could just binge it and be like, dang. But I mean, I kind of like it this way too. Attack on Titan is one of the only shows that I have when episodes come out, watch it episode by episode because each episode is so good. There's no filler here. We're getting to it. Even the episodes to me where we saw Reiner's backstory and all that, to me, it was important. Like every single thing that is said, everything that is pointed out to me has importance in this show. But yeah. Are you looking forward to anything else other than seeing the Warhammer?
I mean, just like you said, what seems about to happen with Zeke. I mean, I'm just trying to see the end, man. Like, I'm one of the people. I was like, how is this? Like, it is so many twists and turns. How much more can we take? Who gonna die? Who gonna survive? Who right? Who wrong? What's the resolution? And that's all. That's it.
Man.
It's so much.
And I feel like with a lot of anime, and particularly this one, it really is like we were talking about. Like, there's so many perspectives. Who is right? Who is wrong? I don't even know anymore. To me, anyone who was brainwashed, I can't even say that. I don't know. I was gonna say all the people on Paradise Island really are in the right here, but I don't know. We'll see. We don't see. Okay, cool. Thanks for joining me, Vic. This was a great conversation. Good time.
No problem.
All right, like I said, y'all, Vic is a trainer in Columbus. He is great. Y'all should follow him on Instagram. He has all the little fun body workouts, weighted workouts, all of that. So, Vic, tell the people where they can find you.
Oh, yeah, follow me on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, Vic Case Training, VICCAGE Training. Or you can email me, viccagetraining@gmail.com. It's that simple. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, get with him, y'all. I've seen some transformations. You got one guy on your page, I'd be like, dang, he really is working right now. You know what I'm talking about? I think it's like a doctor or something like that, but I was like, wow. Like,
everybody loves that, man. Yeah, he's come a long way.
All right, y'all, and that is all for Big Titan Talk. Again, I am TheAnimeNae. Make sure you check me out on YouTube, Instagram, all the other things if you want a little bit more Attack on Titan content. And you can follow me at @the_AnimeNae. And I will catch y'all next time. Bye.